know the struggle. Choosing boots can be difficult, and while Adidas have done their best to set the X and Nemeziz apart, they can seem pretty similar on paper.
Which means that, of course, we're here to help. So today I'm going to take a look at the X19 Plus and the Nemeziz 19 Plus to see which of the boots suits your needs and what really sets them apart.
The funny thing is that the two boots are built over the same last, so they have quite a similar shape, but the uppers, and thus the fit, are pretty different.
The Nemeziz is made with Torsiontape, which is designed to move and stretch with the foot, which also means that it's a little bit more stretchy and flexible and adaptive on top of the foot compared to the more tight-fitting sculpted X-lace skin on the X. And while both uppers are relatively soft, the Nemeziz 19 is a tad more pliable compared to the slightly stiffer X-lace skin on the X that takes a little bit longer to break in. Then there is the color, which for obvious reasons changes the feel quite a lot. The Nemeziz gives you this compressed tight fit around the ankle and the lower leg, which makes you very aware of the fact that there's material all wrapped around the lower part of your foot. Whereas on the other side, the X feels very free and nimble. Now personally, I like the X the most, but it very much depends on which kind of feeling you prefer. But because both boots are built on the same foot shape, the same last, it also means they both run true to size. And although the Nemeziz is a tad bit wider than the X, both work okay for wide feet. Once you get them on at least, because especially the Nemeziz requires a small degree in rocket science to get on the first couple of times. But in general, the X feels a little tighter, feels more close around your foot, and because it fixates the foot a little better than in the Nemeziz, it also offers the better lockdown out of the two. The touch side of things is what makes the boots feel so similar, because given that they both have an extremely thin upper, they give you a very sharp, uninterrupted feel on the ball with nothing in the way whether you decide to dribble or shoot, although the Nemeziz feels ever so slightly thicker and thus softer to the touch. But with that said, the X19 offers more texture because of the ribbed upper, and compared to the more sandpaper-like feel on the Nemeziz, it offers a bit more grip, especially in the wet.
Another common area is the outsole, which is more similar than you'd think.
And while the Nemeziz does have a split outsole, it really is only for looks. The stud layout is basically the same, but because Nemeziz has more rounded conical studs, it gives you better and more comfortable rotational movements, which is perhaps more generally appealing compared to the sharper, more angled and aggressive studs on the X that offers a little more bite.
But let's not forget the laced up version, because both 19 Plus models have little brothers, which are, in my opinion, the better boots.
And here we see roughly the same pattern, with the X19.1 being thinner, sleeker, but actually also softer than the Nemeziz 19.1, which still feels like a speed boot, but with a more stable and structured feel to it. And actually, it also offers the best lockdown out of all the four boots. And being 60 euros cheaper than the top Plus model for either of these, sitting at 220 euros, they're both very good and deserve a serious look.
So, in summary, X and Nemeziz are more similar than Adidas would probably like them to be, and can, honestly, work as alternatives to each other.
If the X19 is an F1 car, the Nemeziz 19 is a, Maserati or any other road race car. It's not as streamlined and fast, but still feels pretty snappy with more focus on comfort and stability. Both boots are 280 euros. They're thin, they're light, and feel pretty good if you like to be close on the ball. But with that said, I personally can't look past the X19, because for me, it does everything the Nemeziz does, but better, and feels faster. So I'm gonna stick with this, and especially the X19.1. But with that settled, all that's left for you to do is to go subscribe to the channel by clicking the green bubble over there, and also clicking the notifications bell button. And after that, all you have to do is go cop either of these boots from our website right over there, or go learn some wicked new skills by clicking the playlist right in the bottom of your screen. And with that said, guys, I'm signing off. Cheerio.